Greetings all of you gorgeous people. So today is a beautiful sunny day in London and I thought that I wanted to talk to you guys and film a 50 facts about me video. So I have my little leather bound journal in here where I've been periodically scribbling in things that I think are vaguely interesting about me. Now filming this video is actually a little bit daunting because usually I talk about like clothes, skirts, dresses and makeup and skincare, so it's quite weird just talking about me. So I hope you guys find this interesting and let's get started. My first name is Samantha and everyone just calls me Sam and I love Sam, and I was born on Wednesday the 26th of January, which makes me an Aquarius. I've been to university and I have a degree in politics. Now I had no intention of becoming a politician, no. I went to study politics because I was curious about the other governments in the world, and I studied the political evolution of Africa, politics in the Middle East and also communism in China. I get my eyebrows threaded because I'm very lazy and cannot be bothered to pluck. I'm not really a cereal person in the morning, so what I prefer to have instead is a potato waffle, which is just toasted with a slice of ham on top and a fried egg, and to me that is, oh, just so scrumptious. My favourite film of all time has to be Inception. The plot is so mind-boggling. Even to this day, I still don't know whether it's a dream within a dream, and I think the way that they shot it was just so impressive, and I kind of have a crush on Leo DiCaprio. I'm a little bit of a TV addict. Okay, that's a lie. I'm a massive TV addict. I'm surprised I get any other stuff done because I watch so many shows. I've probably got about 5 shows on the go at the moment. They are Game of Thrones, House of Cards, The Good Wife, Almost Human and Big Bang Theory, and I think my favourite series of all time has to be 24, just for the pure adrenaline that you feel when you watch it and you have to watch the next one and the next one and the next one, and I have actually spent a whole weekend just watching it back to back. Also, I loved Breaking Bad. I am 5'3" tall. I also like wearing heels. I've had the pleasure of having lunch at the Houses of Parliament, and while I was there I visited the souvenir shop because I'm a bit of a tourist freak, and I picked up this House of Lords mug along with an apron that I wear when I cook dinner and some mints. On my iPhone, my most used app has to be WhatsApp. I think the most amazing place I've ever visited so far has to be Koh Phi Phi Island in Thailand. It is literally paradise on earth. There are sandy white beaches, clear blue sea, and there's just palm trees that sway, and it's just, they've got huts there. Love the food, the climate, the people, and it's actually the place where they filmed The Beach with Leo DiCaprio as well, so it's just the most beautiful, special place I've ever been to. The qualities that I find most attractive in the opposite sex has to be a good sense of humour and someone who's quite entertaining, because you know, I've got quite a bubbly character and I think I need someone else to bounce off, so for me that's quite important. It's also important that they're kind and that they're chivalrous. I'm quite traditional. I like it when a man opens a door for me. I find that really, like, it's just manners, and I find that very attractive. A major turn on for me is facial hair, and I think men with facial hair just look so rugged and tough, and it just makes me want to like stroke their face. Turn-offs have to be men who are arrogant and also show-offs. I really don't like show-offs. My idea of a perfect date would probably be going to some bar in Covent Garden. I really like Covent Garden. It's really kind of cool and chilled out. Having a few drinks, having lots of banter and cheeky chats, and probably walking down to Chinatown and having some food there. I'm a firm believer in the power of chemistry, and it's something that's just almost inexplicable. It's this surge of electricity that you have with someone that you meet, and it's not just physical, it's kind of like intellectual and mental, and it's amazing, and I've only ever felt chemistry once in my life. I've lived in Zambia in sub-Saharan Africa, and while I was there I was working for the United Nations World Food Programme, delivering emergency food to rural schools where there was famine. My very first job was at Burger King flipping burgers. That's me flipping a burger. My favourite high street shops have to be Zara and my beloved Primark. I also really enjoy going to a car boot on a Sunday morning. I love rummaging through other people's things that they don't want, and I found some amazing steals while I've been on my car booting adventures. Celebrity crushes. Okay, so for a very, very long time I had a massive crush on Paul Walker, who sadly passed away in December. I've been watching the Fast and the Furious movies since like 2001 when they first came out, and he for me was like my #1 guy. More recently I have a massive crush on Jason Momoa, who is Khal Drogo in the Game of Thrones series, and he's also the Conan in the new Conan Barbarian. And this probably leads on to another fact. Last year I went to the London Film and Comic Convention in Earls Court, and I got to meet some of the stars of Game of Thrones. I'm a massive Game of Thrones fan, and I've got a picture of me and Jason. It's quite a funny picture. So when I met him I was like, do you mind if I massage your bicep? And he was like, no, this is really cool. And I literally couldn't get my hands around his entire arm. He's like so muscly, he's 6'5", he's from Hawaii, and he's got the facial hair, and he's rugged, and he's just an Adonis. So that's me and Jason Momoa. What an epic photograph. And I also got to meet Tyrion Lannister, who's the actor is Peter Dinklage, and he plays Tyrion Lannister in this series, and he was great fun as well. Everyone was up for pulling funny faces, and I'm actually going to be going to Comic-Con this year. So it's Comic-Con in London, not the San Diego one. My favourite genre of film has to be sci-fi and fantasy. I love anything to do with space. I love fantasy as well, like dragons and things like that. So my favourite films have to be like the Avenger movies, Thor. I love Thor and his hammer, and also Iron Man, and Star Trek as well. The new Star Trek movies are just amazing. If I was to be born in any era, I would choose the future, because I would love to be able to go in and do a little bit of space travel, visit other planets and perhaps other aliens or species or whatever it is out there. I would love to go on a big adventure and go and check out what is out in the wider world. I'm a big fan of Formula 1 motor racing. I have been since the Michael Schumacher and Damon Hill battling days on the circuit, so really like watching Formula 1. My favourite European city has to be Barcelona. I went there in September, and it is just so culturally rich. They've got amazing architecture which has been designed by Gaudi. You see this kind of crazy buildings that he's created. It's something like something out of Alice in Wonderland, and the people are so nice, and also you've got sea there, and you've got the little like Gothic area you can wander around. If you ever get the chance to visit Barcelona, I would definitely grab it. I do have a few nicknames, and they are Mumtha, Mantha, Spamo, Spamalot and Samikins. So you guys can feel free to call me any of those, or just Sam. I don't really have a favourite band as such, but I have a favourite singer, and that has to be John Legend. He has the most divine, smooth, silky voice, and I love the song Ordinary People. I love R&B music, I love garage music, and I also like funky house. So in the mornings I like listening to Kistery or Kiss 100. After returning from Zambia and seeing the devastating effects of HIV/AIDS, malnutrition and the effects of malaria, I decided that I wanted to study a Masters in Public Health at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. My guilty pleasure is watching Towie, which is The Only Ways Essex, and it's a reality show based in Essex, and it just follows the lives of these people that live there. It's pure garbage, but it's so addictive and entertaining. I'm very lucky in that I don't have any fillings. I'm currently working for a mouth cancer charity based at one of the London hospitals. We research the best treatment for patients with early mouth cancer and also people suffering from facial injuries and disfigurement. I have actually had malaria, and it really wasn't very nice. When I'm famished, there is one thing that I will rush to the cupboard to make, and it is 2-minute Maggi noodles, and these are in the curry flavour. Now these are a real lifesaver for those times when you get home really late and you just want something to gobble up. They are really spicy. Let me know if you have actually tried these noodles and what you think of them. One of my favourite chick flicks has to be Sex and the City. I've probably rewatched that movie like over 10 times. I've also watched the series. Anyway, there's a quote that Carrie says, and I just think it's so empowering for women, and I really wanted to share it with you, so I hope you don't mind if I read it out now. Later that day, I got to thinking about relationships. There are those that open you up to something new and exotic, those that are old and familiar, those that bring up lots of questions, those that bring you somewhere unexpected, those that bring you far from where you started, and those that bring you back. But the most exciting, challenging, and significant relationship of all is the one you have with yourself. And if you can find someone to love the you love, well, that's just fabulous. Okay, so now that you have reached the end of this video, I want to say well done, because that's amazing. And I want to set you a little challenge, which is, why don't you think of something about yourself that is interesting or perhaps funny, and leave it for me in the comments below. I think it would be really nice for us to share. Friendship is a two-way street, so I want to find out more stuff about you, and I would really look forward to reading the comments that you leave me. So thanks so much for watching. Do remember to subscribe if you are new to my channel, so you can check out all my new videos, and thank you to my very loyal subscribers who are already subscribed. I love you so much. You really do make me very happy, and you inspire me to make more videos. So take care, have fun, be safe, and enjoy life. Bye bye.